In this video, we're going to demonstrate how Forex Source subscribers made money trading a sentiment shift involving the UK general election last week. Now, the move we're going to be looking at is this one here on the pound US dollar, which is a 350 pip move to the upside. So let's break this down and see how you could have predicted and caught this move using our market commentary. Now, before we begin, don't forget to hit that button to subscribe or follow so that you'll always get notified every time that we release a new video. So firstly, we need to understand the context or the baseline surrounding this pair before the actual move took place. So for this, we can quickly jump to the Forex Source terminal here on the 12th of December. And we can see that we posted our current sentiment drivers report for the pound. Now, in this report, we highlighted that the biggest focus at that time for the pound was on the UK election, which would take place later that day. We also highlighted that this would be a very significant development for the pound since the EU referendum, and it could also bring an end to the current Brexit deadlock and shape the direction of the UK going forward with regards to both Brexit and the UK's domestic policy. So based on that view, we knew that the pound was being driven by the election and that the outcome of it would be a very, very big mover for the currency. Now, once that baseline was in place, the next step is to identify the type of breaking news that would generate the biggest market moving shift. So for this, we can go to the currency research tab in the Forex Source terminal and open the top trading opportunities report. Now, in this report, we highlighted the outcomes which would trigger the biggest reaction in the pound across the board and would provide us with an opportunity to trade the pound if those scenarios played out. Now, in the report, we can see that we highlighted that one of the most hawkish shifts from this election would occur if the Conservative Party won the election by a majority, and that such an outcome would be the most positive reaction for the pound from the UK election. Now, after this, all we needed was the actual trigger. In other words, the sentiment shift that we identified ahead of time to actually take place. Now, we can see if we go back to the Forex Source terminal on the 13th of December, we had a very important announcement coming through on the Forex Source newsfeed that said the UK election exit poll showed that the Conservative Party was set to win 368 seats. Now, this was an extremely important release as the number of seats that the party actually needed to acquire a majority was only 326. Now, if we quickly jump back to the charts, there we go, and this is a 1 minute time frame. We can see that immediately after this release, in that first 1 minute, the pound shot up a total almost of 196 pips to the upside after that release hit the wires. Now, we already knew from our report that the Conservative Party majority would be the most hawkish shift for the pound. So even if we missed that first initial jump, that first initial move, and only got in, let's say, after that first 1 minute candle, we can see that there was still another 150 pips left in the tank to the upside following that first 1 minute candle. Now, we might not always catch that first initial spike to the upside, that first initial 1 minute move, but knowing what to look for and how to trade it could have easily banked you some easy, decent pips, even if you got in, let's say, 1 or 2 minutes later after that first initial release. Now, if you're interested in learning more about how our market commentary can help you to interpret news and fundamental analysis and help you to turn that into profitable trades like this, click the link below and check out Forex Source. Thank you so much for watching, and please post your questions or comments below this video because we read all of them and we actually base our future videos on what you guys ask for.